Open up the meeting with the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Yeah.
Can we roll call?
Dan Pillow, here. Jennifer Wiehe,
Here.
Kathy Bias,
Not here.
no. Ann Pillow,
Here.
Al Glick, and Pam Jackson.
Here. Okay. Council, you've already seen Kathy sent you guys, everybody the email. She wouldn't be here tonight. What's your pleasure? She's filling
I
in.
make a motion, we accept Kathy's illness or absence.
I'll second.
Motion by Dan Pillow, second by Jennifer Wiehe. Any discussion? No discussion, we vote.
And that would be Dan Pillow,
Yay.
and that would be Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
and Pam Jackson.
Yay.
And then there's Al.
Yep. And then there's Al. He also sent you guys an email so that he was working tonight.
I'll make a motion, we accept the absence of Councilman Al Glick.
I'll second.
Motion by Dan, second by Jennifer. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
and Ann Pillow,
Yay.
and Pam Jackson.
Yay. And also at 6:30 tonight, I received an email from Margaret that she was feeling ill and she would not be here tonight.
Did you say she wasn't feeling good?
Yeah,
Okay.
she sent me an email at 6:30
Sure.
tonight.
I make a motion, we accept the absence of our clerk, Margaret Dozier.
I'll second.
Motion by Dan Pillow, second by Jennifer Wiehe. Any discussion?
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
and Pam Jackson.
Yay. All right, so I'll start off with the clerk's report. Well, you have the council meeting minutes for March 3rd. What's your pleasure?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for March 3rd.
I'll second.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Ann Pillow. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
And that would be Dan Pillow,
Yay.
and Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
and Pam Jackson.
Yay.
All right, next we'll go to biweekly payroll, paid on March 14th. You have from your general fund, $4,693.05. Sewer fund, $1,476. Water fund, $1,531.35. Combined total of all funds, $7,740.
I'll make a motion to approve the bi-weekly payroll from 3/14.
Second.
Motion by Pam Jackson, seconded by Dan Pillow. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
That was 3D.
3,
3D.
that was 3D. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
the one they just passed would be
Yeah.
this one.
The next one would be 3.
Yeah, we'll just go with 3F here. All right, the next one is for the accounts payables, ordinance 2025-3F. And you have from the general fund, $1,685.50. From HCM road fund, $1,513. From your street construction and maintenance fund, $624.73. OWDA fund, $22,236.75. Water fund, $2,470. $28,458.75 for a combined total of all funds, $28,530.73.
I'll make a motion to approve 3F.
And I'll second.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Ann Pillow. Is there any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
and Pam Jackson.
Yay.
And next you have ordinance 2025-3E, your monthly salaries. You have from the general fund, $7,200. Water fund, $1,258.82, with the combined totals of all funds, $8,458.82.
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance number 2025-3E.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll second it.
Motion by Ann Pillow, seconded by Pam Jackson. Is there any discussions? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
and Pam Jackson.
Yay.
And she did provide you with the revenue status and appropriations in your emails, so you should all have those. Moving on to what I have next, because we can't really do anything with any kind of ordinances, but the other thing I sent you in your email was the letter of recommendation from our engineers to select Jurgensen Company to do the First Street work, and if that's something that council wants to move forward on, or if you had other suggestions. That was the one with their bid of the $179. And I sent that to you guys in the email. If you don't have it, would you like me to go make copies?
I have it. Some of the other people were here at that opening. Yeah,
Okay.
small,
I'm good.
it appears from your email that all of the bids were acceptable and met our criteria, and the cheapest one was John R. Jurgensen. Is
Yes.
that correct? And so I make a motion that we accept that bid from John R. Jurgensen Company. If that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, well, we can't pass the ordinance. That'll come
No.
next. So we can get it moving so that when
Yeah,
we have
accept the
full
bid.
quorum next time, we
Yeah.
can do the ordinance.
I'll second.
Motion by Dan Pillow, second by Pam Jackson. Is there any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
and Pam Jackson.
Yay.
All right, that is all I have on here for now. We'll just go ahead and go to committees. Dan Pillow, did you have anything?
We're not going to first read any of the ordinances or anything. Oh, first. We have
don't.
several ordinances, Bob.
Right.
Of course. Sorry. I know we can't pass them, but if you just want to leave them in limbo, that's fine too.
Oh, well, I mean, if council wishes to do so, it's not like we could pass them today, but is that what you,
My thought was is we pass them today. I'm sure we're going to have another meeting for the,
do you guys want me to make you copies, or did you read through it on your emails?
I'm sorry.
Did you want me to make copies, or did you want me to?
I don't know. I made copies, myself.
Can we
I
even do
just
this,
want to
Bob?
know.
Please,
Can we even read those ones?
you can have one reading.
Which
Yeah,
then if we have the next one, if everybody's here, we can.
yeah, whenever.
Have to
Yeah.
go through 3 readings.
Because then you can go second and thirds.
Yeah. We are, while I'm thinking of talking in terms of this, we are going to have to meet to pass the appropriations, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be one reading out of the way, and maybe we'll have enough when we do that just to finish it all. And if we don't, we'll have to make another reading date.
Well, here's the ordinances, Bob.
So, do you want to read the,
Sure. Well, then, yeah, we don't need to suspend the rules of this.
'Cause we can't, no.
Make a motion that we have the first reading. Which one do you want to start with?
which would be terminating pay court?
Okay.
Which is an ordinance terminating the contract with the Village of Addyston for payroll services with Paycor.
I have a question with terminating our contract with them. Do you know, maybe Van Margaret's not here, the $5,200 that's associated with that going to the UAN, Margaret doing it? Yeah. Do you know what that is for? She has it in the list that she gave us earlier, a cost of, through the UAN, I assume it was a cost, it may not have been, of $5,200 in the first layout of, I don't know that
I know there's a cost, but I didn't think it was that much. You mean just to do the payroll?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out, but if you don't know, we'll just have to wait.
No, that don't sound right.
No,
Not 5,200.
Yeah, okay, that was sort of on the one sheet that we had. But, yeah, beyond that, that's all we needed to do.
Well, somebody's got to make a motion to have the first reading and
Okay.
a second.
And I'll further move that we have our first reading.
I'll second it.
Motion by Dan Pillow to have the first reading, second by Ann Pillow. Any discussions? We already had that.
Had discussion.
So, call for the vote.
And Dan Pillow,
Yeah,
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
and Pam Jackson.
Yay.
So the first reading, an ordinance terminating the contract with the Village of Addyston for payroll services with Paycor.
do we need a motion to accept that first reading?
No, you won't.
Okay.
It's just first reading.
Then the next ordinance is an ordinance authorizing the mayor and village clerk to dispose of obsolete motor vehicles to the Hamilton County Sheriff.
I'll make the motion. Have the first reading.
Yes.
I'll second it.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Ann Pillow, make the first reading. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
And that would be Dan Pillow
Yeah.
and Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
and Pam Jackson.
Yay.
First reading, an ordinance authorizing the mayor and village clerk to dispose of obsolete motor vehicles to the Hamilton County Sheriff.
I'll make a motion that we have the first reading.
And I think that's what we got.
Yeah, that's what we
last
just
time.
did.
Yeah, we had it, didn't we?
Yeah, you're used to
Yeah,
that
okay.
emergency reading.
We are.
Yeah.
All right.
And the next ordinance is an ordinance authorizing the mayor and village clerk to dispose of obsolete police radios to the Hamilton County Sheriff.
I'll make a motion for the first reading to dispose of the radios.
I'll second it.
Motion by Pam Jackson, seconded by Ann Pillow. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
That is all the ordinances.
Okay.
All right. That is all the ordinances. We'll go back to committees. Dan?
Thanks, Mayor. The only thing that, a couple things that I have is that obviously we're going to set up a meeting before the first to
Oh, yeah. we have
put
to.
in the appropriations budget. And I don't know what everybody else's schedule looks like for that, but apparently it has to be done. Can't buy any more time on it. That's the drop dead date on that. So.
I guess since there's not a lot of people here, put that out in the email, like, what's your availabilities? And,
Yeah. Let's see. How soon are we looking? We have to do it, obviously, before the 31st.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Or
So it
can
has to be
we-
done by next week.
Yeah, in case we would need 3 readings.
To revive it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, 26, let's see. My schedule's pretty open right now. I don't know anybody else, just generally speaking. Are you wanting to do that next week or later in this week, or Pam, you deal with that?
You know, I don't know how sick everybody is, that's the other thing, you know, it's like, but I know I
Well-
can't do Monday, but it's coming Monday.
Huh?
I cannot do Monday.
You cannot do Monday.
Anything else, hopefully I should be able to work.
Yeah, well, why don't we tentatively look at Tuesday?
Of
Tuesday,
next
the
week.
25th.
Yeah. That should give us time. And,
Our normal time, 7.
I'm okay with 7.
I am too, but
We don't know
if we can do
schedule.
6,
If you want to do 6, I'm okay with that too.
yeah.
6?
Yeah,
6 is better, but if it has to be 7, it has to be 7.
yeah.
I don't know what-
I like earlier.
Do we normally, does anybody else have a conflict then?
It's usually 6. I was the late one, typically,
Okay.
because I think she gets off even
Yeah, I
before
thought you
me.
too, it was,
Yeah.
yeah, you're the ones we always
Yeah,
did.
I think her hours changed.
So 6, unless that's a problem, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely- if it's-
Yeah.
we can change it.
Sort of,
And
Tuesday.
then I'll put it out there and sort of work with the others.
and I would also like on that notification that we continue our financial situation, because I don't know what that's going to look like, that appropriations budget.
Yeah.
So at
we-
some point, we're going to have to delve a little deeper into how we're going to meet it.
Honestly, I don't know how you're gonna make a budget when you don't know what you're budgeting.
Exactly.
So we need to meet before that
Yeah,
as a
I agree.
group, because Saturday didn't get it, you know, as far as what we needed to accomplish, because that's not gonna fix the budget.
No,
You don't know what numbers, what we're looking at. We have an estimated amount of money, but where are we putting it in the budget?
yeah, exactly.
So you want to meet before Tuesday, right? Is
Yeah,
that what you're
Tuesday
saying?
would be probably to vote on it.
You gotta vote for next Tuesday.
So then what do we have
And then
this
you can
week?
set
This
another
is
meeting
week before. I don't have my
for
phone
this
today,
week.
so I don't know anything about
So-
calendars.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to make a motion for the meeting for on Tuesday, to make that a special meeting?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's-
I'll
Let's
make
do
a
that
motion that
first.
we schedule a special meeting on Tuesday, the 25th at 6 PM.
Okay.
Second?
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Jennifer Wiehe. Any further discussion? No discussion, will vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Okay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
and Pam Jackson.
Yay.
And then, so this week, are you saying us as a group again, or? I mean, we tried hammering it out, okay?
Right, but I mean, there's,
And yeah, I have to say, we got a lot of good information passed on to us about the budget as well as other stuff that's going on in our village. I thought that was very productive. It certainly gave me a lot of information to deal with that I can look at closer, you know. And so,
yeah, it's just hard to put a budget together when you don't know what you're budgeting. Where,
exactly.
you know, there's gotta be cuts, there's no doubt about it, and the things that we're doing, yeah, that all helps, but it's like, we have to come to some type of, you know, where it's gonna go, you know, if
So,
these cuts, you know, we've already, I think we've exhausted about everywhere we can go on this budget, areas to cut back.
Oh, boy.
And can we
I'm-
cut enough?
I'm good for
Yes.
that.
Because if we cut, if,
We-
you know, you gotta look at 400,000, you
Yeah.
guys got tipped out of, so.
I certainly have been working very hard to come up with some conclusive numbers and what we have to take to the community as well to help us get to that point. I think it's a lot closer from just what I've been looking at and studying and going over. It's a lot closer, not a lot closer, but closer than we think. You know, in order to make the cuts that we need. And again, you know, I think paraphrasing what you said, Pam, we need to know how much we need
And where it's
to
going,
do what we have to do.
in what area it's going, what line item, what is it maintenance, is it where?
There's a
That's the thing.
ton of areas that we can work from.
Right.
I mean, we just kind of took the hatchet approach, and I think we
Yeah.
can get into the scalpel or, you
Yeah.
know, a paring knife.
It's
Yeah.
pretty slim,
Slim,
honestly,
yeah.
already, because things that are obligated in just a proposal that was sent, you know, from finance,
Mhm.
that the items there is what we're obligated to,
Mhm.
the money wise. So I was just like, where is this shift coming to do different things? That's
Mhm.
where we're at. Yeah, it can be done, but it's
Yeah.
not the way we're doing business right now, the way we are.
Yeah.
It's not, it won't work. I'll say that
I'd
right.
like to see a laid out plan. Like if X and X and X gets cut, or we sell X and X and X, what does that look like?
That's what the
good.
line items are.
And does that keep us going for the next year, 2 years at least? So maybe some kind of miracle happens across.
Oh, I
Who
wish.
knows?
But we just have to project how it is, knowing that what we think is gonna happen with NEOs, what we're projected to be losing, and that's what we have to work off of. And hopefully we do get more than we anticipate, but we gotta anticipate that we're not. You know, that's why we gotta look at it.
No, I understand. You
Yeah, I mean,
gotta
that's just how we have
anticipate
to build that budget on that, and if things happen, they change, then we can put something back or be able to do another project or whatever, you know, our plan is.
I will continue to do what I'm doing and get the information to council to kind of look at the numbers that I come up with. They may be good, they may be not, but at least there's something else we can look at.
So could we tentatively schedule a work meeting on Thursday of this week?
If
I don't have my
Al,
calendar, so I really don't know.
The
Do
20th.
we have anything on Thursday?
no ma'am.
Thank you.
Not at the moment, as they say. Thursday is a day, yeah, we have something Thursday, but not in the evening. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I guess we have to contact Al and see if in fact Al is able.
I think that's, I don't know. Usually that's his band day, isn't it?
Yeah, he works on Thursdays.
Mhm. Yeah, sometime.
Just have to ask him.
Yeah. We can
Right.
tentatively,
Yeah,
There's Friday.
Well,
Yeah.
Friday's Thursday, Friday.
yeah.
Don't matter to me. It don't to me either,
That's
honestly.
where I don't go out anywhere.
Friday better?
It doesn't
Just
matter
as
to
a
me.
tentative
Yeah,
day to
don't
do
either,
that?
but I'm good with it.
Let's get her done.
So we're going with Friday at this point.
Well, yeah, I don't know if that's any easier for Al, but he did say Thursday was the day that he really had to work. So,
What time would that be?
6 again, I think.
6?
At least
It's-
6.
it's-
Yeah.
6
We
p.m.
may be here a minute, but at least we can start
Now,
at
this
6.
one you want to do, call it, are we calling this a workshop again, or is this a finance, or?
Yeah. I assume it'd be
I
another
was
short
gonna ask about the
workshop.
fire, because isn't that due the 31st? So don't we have to get that in there also?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's another thing I
So I was
needed
gonna
to
bring
bring
that
with
when
Bob
it came to
up.
laws and contracts.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah, because that's
What's the date,
something I've been,
Friday is.
I gave to him, because he just dropped that off Friday, so
Yeah, didn't have very much
we
time.
didn't have no
look at
time
it.
to really look at it and go into it.
Which Friday?
21st is Friday.
21st.
Oh, the 21st.
is Friday.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
And
It
who's the
also
second
gives-
on that one?
Did somebody make a motion for the Friday?
I believe Ann Pillow
Friday.
did.
So moved.
Okay.
We were just talking on the date, but I'll second it if we need
All
a
right.
second.
Motion by Ann Pillow, second by Pam Jackson. We call for the vote.
At least that gives the sick a chance to recuperate a bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dan Pillow,
Yay?
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yeah.
Ann Pillow,
Yes.
and Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Okay,
Did you
That's
have?
all.
Okay,
that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
all right, thank you, Dan. Jennifer?
I was gonna say something about the fire, so can we also add that to our agenda while we're here on one of those days?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Instead of meeting an additional day? Thank you.
Miss Ann?
The only thing I have is the parks and playgrounds met on the 11th, on Tuesday, the 11th. And we talked about the dedication, or I don't know what the title is yet, for the park. A community type deal for the basketball court and pickleball and everything else that we're doing over there. We talked about that, making up a schedule for that, and the date's June 21st. And we also talked about some things that needed to be done in the park, and whether or not the old folks group would be able to help out with those things. And I had a list, but I can't find my paper. So, one of the things was filling in the spot at the end of the first parking lot, because that's starting to hold water. And then we looked at maybe we could put some of the liquid tar in that crack that's going down the middle of the drive there. And we also talked about putting, I'll call it a weed killer, in the circle. And then maybe later looking at the price of getting some ground cover to put in it for right now. We've talked about doing different things, but if we could at least put ground cover in there so we wouldn't have the weeds. Those were the main things we talked about. I can't think of anything else. You have anything to add?
Not that I can think of.
And what time would that dedication be?
It's from 11 to 5.
Okay.
With the actual dedication, probably with an hour, and then other peripheral things after that.
All right. Is that all?
That's all I had.
Thank you, Miss Ann. Pam?
I think we covered all the finance stuff, so. The only other thing, we did have a We Thrive meeting. I know a couple of you are working, so you can't be there. And we normally do the village cleanup. We talked about that. We are not be going to do the cleanup as, like we did in the past, going to house with Rumpke coming in, because we can't financially afford that, for one. And so we're gonna turn it into, it's like a, I don't know what we're gonna title it yet, but it's like the hazmat people that were here, the Clean Harbors, to set up something. We figured we'd add a lot of other entities with that, the tire cleanup, but everybody would have to bring it to us. It won't be
And
a
we'll
stop
be
at your
the
house. And we're gonna do that at the park, because it's now expanded from tires to possibly shredding, to the paints, what else was it? Maybe possibly clothing.
Donations, all kinds of
Donations,
stuff.
it's gonna be a little bit of everything, but we'll be at the park and there'll be bins set up where people will just drive through, make the circle, come back out and put the stuff in where it goes. And try that this year and see how, and that would be at no charge. There's no cost to that except for our time to volunteer. Our grant through the county covers that, our recycling grant. So anything that basically is recycling, we're gonna try to get it over there if we can. So more to come with that. So we're
Yeah,
still
you
working-
haven't got the full list of it.
Right, no, and then electronics, I mean, you name anything you can recycle, we're trying to include it in this cleanup program per se. It just won't be, you know, you can put your our garbage out and many things will take Rumpke during the week. I don't understand, you know, a lot of people can do that on their regular, normal garbage day.
And Rumpke does pick up large items, you just need to
Right.
call them.
So instead of throwing it out on the street to get bombarded all in one day, we're gonna try another avenue, which, you know, we use this grant funding to do that. So that's, yeah, about basically the same hours, and the date is May the 3rd, just so you can put on your calendar, so get ready, you just have to get your stuff ready to bring it down to the park to get rid of it. And it's normal, I think it's 10 to 2 that we talked about. And we may even have we're having to, on a composting, remember we talked event, someone
Yeah,
there to do a
we're-
demonstrate, or we may move that to the We Thrive Day in June, we're not sure which. Since we've got everything else going on, we might not do that one.
As long as they can do it themselves where they don't
Right.
need one of us
Right.
helping, it's perfect.
Yeah, but yeah, if someone needs some help, we don't mind helping somebody that can't get stuff here, but we prefer if everybody can bring their items down drive-through, and it's open to all communities, not just Addyston. But more information will come on that here in the next few weeks, as soon as we meet again. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
Thank you, Pam.
You're welcome.
One quick question, is the fire contract going to be done on the 25th as well?
This one,
Yeah, that's what it
That's
is.
what I asked.
Okay.
yeah, it would have to be
Okay.
both dates,
Oh,
And if we needed to
because
use
that's
the other
also a
day,
deadline of the
that's a
same
deadline,
thing.
So if it's,
Correct.
no, we needed to use both days.
mhm.
And with him just dropping off a new one on Friday. Yeah. Do you have anything else, Dan?
No, ma'am.
All right,
that
thank
was-
you. We're gonna go to our maintenance. All right. Mike,
Excuse me.
you got anything for
I
council?
have one item. The '08 Ford one-ton dump truck. Something was leaking. I took it down to Mills. He diagnosed it and he said the water pump is leaking. Said he does not do that kind of repair on diesel. He said you got to pull a large portion of the front motor off.
Wow.
So priced around, the best price I've verbally received is from Brogan. He's telling me he's going to make sure that is what the issue is, what Mills diagnosed it. In fact, if it is a water pump, he said the repair is going to be between $850 and $1,000. He won't know until he takes it apart, you know, if he's getting changed. There's 2 belts there as well. But he said an extra coolant is why that $150 swing on the price is. He did say now sometimes, you know, depending on the age of the vehicle, when they pull water pump off, the timing chain cover may be pitted, but he said very small chance, but he said you never know until they tear it apart. But replace the water pump, coolant, and possibly belts, $850 to $1,000. So if we get approval for that, he can take it tomorrow. We can't drive it right now. It was just a little drip, but now it's more than a drip. We don't want to cause the vehicle any damage.
I'll make a motion that we make repairs on the one-ton dump.
One second.
Motion by Dan Pillow, second by Jennifer Wiehe. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
and Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Thank you. We'll drop it off tomorrow then.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Yes.
That is the old one, right, Mike?
It is, yes. Thank you.
All right, so I'm just gonna move to the audience. Would anybody from the audience like to address council?
Just out of curiosity, what do you think you're gonna lose in revenue? And how much of that, I mean, how do you have to make up, I mean, what's the numbers? Are you losing 200,000?
400,
So you gotta come up with a new 400,000.
yeah, or do without it.
That's the hard part they're trying to get through right now. That's
Yeah.
the whole thing of having these extra meetings with finance and,
Well, what worries me is, we thought the police was gonna be able to stay here, and that didn't happen. So this seems like a
That was our thought.
more insurmountable thing than the police were.
Yeah,
you know.
it's a lot.
We're supposed to end production in August. And decommission the end of December.
So you're gonna lose that this year or next
And then the
year?
one building
Probably.
will be there for 4 more years.
Yeah, probably not. You figure we're still gonna have money coming in until it's totally gone, but not to that amount. So,
What did the township decide to charge us for their services?
what was our latest one? Was it
62.
six? Yeah. Oh, I think I might have that in a second. Yeah, 6.
And that's still in
That's all right.
negotiation, so.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was, it was
Thank you.
70 something, and it went to 60 something, yeah.
They're gonna pay out some of that.
What was
Yeah,
that?
that's the first year.
It's
Every year it's going up
62,
5%.
1,000.
650.
So North Bend and Cleves also has to pay.
Yes,
Well, a lot more.
And they're also still in negotiation, so.
that was,
Theirs are more than ours
Oh, a lot
Considerably
more.
much more.
Yeah,
because they have a lot more runs or?
a lot more people,
Well, I think
bigger
North
area.
Bend might have taken care of theirs, because they,
Say again.
North Bend might have taken care
I've
of
heard
theirs,
that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think Cleves is finished yet.
I-
And we're still trying to get our,
I
Get
picked up
ours
this
together.
paper and I was astounded that the township, what it costs them in salaries just for their fire department is 2.8 million a year.
that's what we said.
And then they have to pay 1.8 in fringe benefits.
Mhm.
That's unbelievable to me.
Yeah, I have no idea what they make an hour, but
Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah, and they're, some of them are union too, so that means a lot, you know, a lot more too.
Not necessarily now.
Well, by them salaries, it seems that way.
Yeah, building.
Well,
Fire department.
I was just curious, like I say,
Yeah.
what you're facing and it doesn't look good.
it don't. It's
It's
tough.
tough.
It's been
It's
tough
tough.
on everybody around this table trying to make sense of all of it. And trying to work through this.
yeah.
Things get heated at times and everything, but have to keep trucking on through.
You don't know how many people that will be over after they close for cleanup either. maybe.
Yeah, we just,
You know,
Not until they know what because the EPA is still over there. They are keeping engaged with me, so, and with us per se, and even the council, the last book I put together for them, they have the latest from the EPA. Same as you got, basically. And that is the latest until they finish the testing of those, remember those blue dotted areas?
Right.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, I know that the one building is gonna be there for 4 more years. There's not a whole lot of people that work in it, but they're building a new plant, so it's supposed to stay there for 4 more years. And the production's gonna end in August. And then they'll start the decommissioning.
I'm not sure, I haven't heard that. All I can tell you is what they've told me so
Yeah.
far.
yeah.
Would Bob know anything about the zoning issue over on First Street? What
He's
the
asking
status
about
of
that
that is?
trail with Donald Reese.
On the trailer, that, there's a one of the issues is there'll be a decision coming out from the board to get rid of that, probably within the next 2 weeks. To get rid of that trailer.
What board?
Board of Zoning Appeals, or
That's you.
Building
That's it.
Appeals.
We wanted to do that months ago.
Last year, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So if they already voted on that, now what do we do?
there's two issues there. One is we were trying to get it out through the criminal courts. The chief took the paperwork down to the clerk of court's office, and paperwork disappeared. So the other thing is, with that trailer, in other words, every trailer has to be addressed within the village.
That's what I said.
In other words, you can't address one without not addressing all of them.
Which he did address most all the other ones. There's quite a few people that actually followed through. So, quite a few of the people that had ones like him followed through.
Well, there's the smaller trailers. It's
Is
all
there a
in the
new
same-
one?
Well, they've been there. They're all in the same ordinance and the zoning, about trailers. It's not that particular kind of trailer. Like even the utility trailer, there's lots of those too in the community. We went through this many years ago with, some of the people aren't even here. Dan Dalton was one of them, myself and somebody. We had a whole list of all the trailers in the community, and a lot of them are still there.
Okay.
They're down in
No, I
yards.
I remember.
We rode around.
Yeah, I
mean,
remember
even-
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's all that. But what's new, Bob? I guess someone that said they have a electric pole or something built over there now? Something new that he's done. And what was you saying that came from there, that you heard about the pole?
Yeah, see, we don't do anything with that because you get with the IBI and Duke Energy, and they approved the temporary electric pole.
I'll call them.
It's like, yeah.
Just one other quick thing. while
Well,
we're
because he
talking.
called, I'm sorry,
No, you go ahead.
he did call like and ask our building about that.
And what'd they say?
We don't deal with the electric part. It has to go through IBI,
Okay,
no matter what.
I'll call them tomorrow.
In Kathy's absence, she was wondering what we as council are going to do because the situation has gotten bad to worse down there. Pellet guns, I mean, you may have saw it.
I saw that.
Mhm.
That complaint's drafted. There's another complaint that's drafted for, up on Secatan,
Mhm.
where the house is falling over.
I
Right.
thought it was pointing to my house.
Please,
Pretty close.
Up on, yeah,
you know the one I'm talking about.
up
It's
on
like-
Oak actually.
Right.
Oak Street. Mhm.
Yeah, we need that one drafted up
Right.
Mhm. Right,
for council to approve, I guess.
just to make sure that
I think
we
April's about
reflect that
finished with
we-
that too.
Dan, I think it's time
April,
for
because I
like
sent it
the
to her as
streets
well,
to get,
unless
for us to
yours
go
for
out.
Oh, yeah.
Because they
And
have
on
to
the
run it
problems
through,
that,
yeah, they have to run it
who's
through
on
the
Open
Ohio
Hours,
Historical
let's do.
Society,
Just
and they
go
take forever.
drive through the community, that, all the areas of the housing, I mean, it's not just street, the housing too, that, now's the time to look before it starts growing,
That's exactly
because it
right.
hides it, and it's amazing.
One of the complaints I
What's out
got was the house next to the trailer. And I looked
Yeah.
up there and there's mattresses and you name it, junk in the
Right.
back of that house that you
Right.
can see now.
Yeah,
And that's what we kind of depended on our code enforcement to
Right.
be able to see, but
I think
regardless, we need to.
maybe if we go out along with maintenance, whatever, we just start listing all this stuff, street by street, address by address, pictures. Let's just do a blitz. Let's get it done. And then I guess the issue comes up, Bob, with you with court, is like, how we're gonna handle that now with our code enforcement stuff.
We can either do them here or we can do them downtown.
Here would be through the zoning board though, right?
No, here, we could get the magistrate to come in and hear them.
But if we do it downtown, then any revenues and all the work that our code enforcer would do would go to the county, not to us. But all I'm concerned with is let's get it done. Let's
I
be
agree.
fair to everybody. It's picking and choosing. It just seems that way, it feels that way. It's like, I think that's why a lot of people, when they get cited, they don't do it because they see all their neighbors are getting away with it. So it's up to us to enforce the laws
How
we've
do we
already
hear
got.
it here? Is that Mayor's?
If they like me, they don't. I mean, that's just how it is.
I thought
We all
came
live
to
here.
Mayor's
I don't want it to look like this.
For building code violations.
I keep being told we can't do that. But,
I noticed at the park, when I was over there, like, a couple days ago and the weather was nice, a lot of the backyards of those houses on
Yes.
First Street don't look up to standard with the park. And so when you're sitting in that beautiful park and you're looking around and everything looks so gorgeous, and then you see like the backyards of those houses
Right.
that are right there, that's kind of stuck out
It's
to
like,
me.
come on, we got Rumpke every week, or you can recycle. It's like, I don't understand it.
yeah, sometimes when you see the backyards,
Yeah, 'cause
means
that
you gotta
matters
get that
too.
cleaned up, don't you? Did you catch that? Oh,
But yeah, because there's been stuff said that, oh, we can't cite anybody because what are we gonna do with if they're made to come to court? So we should, it's up to us. What does council want? Do we want to have it here? Or-
I mean, if we're
I'd rather
doing
come
it
here.
there, if
We're
he's
doing the
good
work.
with doing that that way, that's what I was waiting for him to tell us to.
Yeah, we'll
Go for
do
it.
like the tax people did. They set up a day of court for all the delinquent people. We'll just set up a day or
Right.
two of court for all those delinquent people who are not doing their properties.
Right. And I do think we need to get with him and probably Bobby too, get together with our code enforcer on some of those fees. Definitely needs to be increased.
Oh, yeah.
They're
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 outdated.
really outdated.
Yes, they are.
So that needs to happen too. So I would like to, I'll make the motion, we get with the code enforcer and Bob, get together and update our fees. It's not that we're trying to gouge anybody, we're extremely low,
I'll second that.
yeah. it's-
Motion by Pam, second by Dan Pillow.
Mhm.
That's to
Yeah.
get with the
That'd
code
be a source of
enforcer
income.
involved.
Right. Well, not only that,
Yeah.
let's just get it
It would
cleaned
make
up.
our neighborhood look nicer.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right.
If we don't have anything else.
Well,
we
you
gotta
got to
take a
vote
vote.
first.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for him to finish his writing.
And Dan Pillow,
Yay.
and Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
and Pam Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where she kind of stopped.
Okay?
Just, yeah.
I forgot one thing.
Uh-oh, she
Uh-oh.
thought of something.
The other thing is, we're required by one of our grants, the one that did the Sisson, whatever, I can't remember the name of that stretch, to keep the creek squared away there. We need to straighten that out again and cut some of the weeds and things down.
That's something
Before
we need
they're
to
up.
do real fast, because the
Yeah,
leaves will
it's
be
growing.
out before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
And it won't be nearly as bad as it was the last time. So we'll try to set
So we need
I
to,
missed the last one.
a date and advertise that.
yeah, set a date and advertise for volunteers.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I have.
I
So
make a
all
motion
minds
we-
are clear.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
We got two motions to adjourn.
As long as we can go.
Motion by Dan Pillow, second by Ann Pillow to adjourn.
Thank you, thank you.
I'll
thank you.
second. Oh, she already did? Okay.
Yeah, we're just calling for the vote at this point.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
and Pam Jackson.
Okay.